Hi there, it's Mark here from the Body Mechanic. We've been seeing lots of people lately with foot pain. So it's often diagnosed as plantar fasciitis, but people come in with pain anywhere through the sole of their foot. Now, there's a few reasons that this can happen. It often happens in runners, sometimes in cyclists, but it also happens in a lot of people who don't run and cycle. And there's a few tricks that we use here at the Body Mechanic exercise-wise to help reduce it. A lot of the pain or dysfunction can come from your lower back, so stiffness in the lower back from sitting at work all day is a contributing factor. That causes tension in the sciatic nerve which runs down the back of your leg, which in turn can cause your calf muscles to get tight and go into your feet as well. So we're going to show you three things, one for your back and then a couple of things you can do with balls, so a trigger point ball for the calf muscle and a golf ball or sometimes a trigger point ball for the sole of the foot as well. So the first exercise is to mobilise those nerves, to help make the nerve move through the lower back. Now the way to do that is stand with your feet wide enough apart so that you can reach the floor with your fingertips. So we want your fingers to come down to the floor, and then the idea is to straighten one leg and unlock the other one and then keep alternating. So it's a movement. So we do about 60 seconds worth, moving, so locking and unlocking. As you become more flexible, well, for those of you who are already more flexible, you can do it with your feet closer together. So you might be able to do it in this position. And for those people that really struggle to touch their toes, if you put your feet really wide apart and have your hands quite a long way out in front of you, then you still should be able to lock that knee back. So the next thing you can do to help with that foot pain or plantar fascia pain is to actually release the tension in your calf muscles. So one way to do that is use a trigger point ball or a tennis ball. A cricket ball works as well. You basically put your leg on top of it and roll up and down, trying to find the painful areas. So if you find a really tight spot, you can just do little movements over it until it starts to relax a little bit. A way to apply a little bit more pressure or more pressure on it is to cross your other leg over the top, and then if you actually wiggle your ankle up and down, you'll find that really helps to get into those trigger points as well. This is fairly uncomfortable. Shouldn't be excruciating, but it is fairly uncomfortable. And where most people's tension is actually through the outside of the calf muscle. So you'll find if you play around with the position, it'll be through the outside of it where you feel probably most discomfort. And aim for about 1 minute to 2 minutes every day at just releasing those calf muscles. Okay, so the final thing I'm going to show you to help with to release the foot pain or reduce the foot pain is massaging. You can use a trigger point ball again, but we usually recommend something smaller. This is a small rubber ball, a golf ball will do the trick as well. And the idea is to work on the middle part of your foot, so you can come right through to the outside, through the arch especially, but you avoid going over the bones, so don't go over the bones at the base of your toes and don't go over the heel bone as well, that tends to irritate them. So we're massaging through this area, pretty simple. Put the ball under your foot, massage up and down, focusing on the sore spots, and aim for about 1 to 2 minutes on each foot, preferably every day. The key to exercises working properly is a little bit like training, it's consistency. So if you do a little bit every day, that's going to work a whole lot better than trying to do an hour session once a week, where the tension is often created by sitting at work rather than necessarily by running. So chip away at it every day and let us know how you get on.